Howdy folks, and welcome to this rodeo of recklessness, this fiesta of felonies, this hoedown of, well, you get the picture. We're about to dive headfirst into the deep end of Texas crime, ranking the top 10 most dangerous cities the Lone Star State has to offer in 2025. Now I know what you're thinking. Texas? Dangerous? Isn't that where everyone's super friendly and carries a sidearm just in case they need to help an old lady cross the street? Well, hold on to your Stetsons because we're about to separate fact from fiction. And let's just say the truth might leave you reaching for your own personal panic button. Buckle up, Buttercup, because it's about to get bumpy. Kicking things off at number 10, it's Houston, the city that's not just known for its space center anymore. Sadly, it seems like rocket scientists aren't the only ones launching things into the stratosphere these days, as Houston's property crime rate is currently hovering around a frankly astronomical level. We're talking a solid 15% higher than the national average. That's right folks, in Houston, even your belongings are trying to achieve escape velocity. And let's not forget the string of high-profile incidents that have plagued the city in recent months, a rash of carjackings faster than you can say Space Cowboy, and a series of brazen daylight robberies that would make even the most hardened criminal blush. It seems even the criminals in Houston are going big, or going home. Coming in at number 9, it's the city that gave us the Cowboys and, well, mostly just the Cowboys. Dallas, despite its glitzy exterior and penchant for 10-gallon hats, has a dark side. And by dark side, I mean a violent crime rate that's approximately 20% higher than the national average. That's right, folks, in Dallas you're more likely to encounter a real-life outlaw than a charming cowboy. Now, some experts will tell you this is due to a complex cocktail of factors, income inequality that would make even the most well-off Texan blush, gang activity that's more intricate than the plot of a daytime soap opera, and let's not forget the good old boys club that sometimes seems to pervade the justice system. It's a whole thing, and frankly it's not a good look for the city that claims to have everything bigger and better. Sliding into the number 8 spot, it's the city where history comes alive, and so does your fear of becoming a statistic. San Antonio, home of the Alamo and some truly delicious breakfast tacos, is also, unfortunately, home to a rather unsavory crime problem. Recent trends show a worrying uptick in both property and violent crime, particularly in areas frequented by tourists, who are apparently seen as walking ATMs by some of the less scrupulous residents. And if you thought the historic charm of the Riverwalk offered some kind of mystical protection from the forces of evil, think again. It seems even the ghosts of Texas past can't deter pickpockets and scammers looking to make a quick buck off unsuspecting visitors. Chapter 4. Landing in 7th place is Austin, the city that prides itself on being the live music capital of the world. But let's be real folks, the only thing hitting the high notes these days is the crime rate. While it's true that Austin generally fares better than other major Texas cities, certain areas, particularly those bordering on rapidly gentrifying neighborhoods, have seen a sharp spike in violent crime. It seems the influx of tech money and avocado toast enthusiasts has had the unfortunate side effect of pushing out longtime residents and exacerbating existing tensions. Who knew artisanal cheese could be so divisive? Chapter 5. Holding steady at number 6 is Fort Worth, a city that likes to straddle the line between its cowboy heritage and its modern aspirations. Unfortunately, that line has become a bit of a tightrope walk lately, as Fort Worth grapples with a crime rate that's stubbornly refusing to be tamed. Property crime in particular is a persistent problem, with residents reporting everything from petty theft to grand larceny with alarming regularity. And while the city has poured resources into beefing up its police force and implementing community policing initiatives, the impact on the ground has been, shall we say, underwhelming. It seems even the toughest cowboys can't wrangle in this level of lawlessness. Chapter 6. Coming in hot at number 5, it's El Paso, a city known for its stunning desert landscapes and its proximity to the US-Mexico border. Now, I'm not saying that those two things are related, but I am saying that El Paso has a crime problem that's hotter than a jalapeno eating contest in July. Drug trafficking, unsurprisingly, plays a significant role in the city's crime statistics, with law enforcement constantly engaged in a game of cat and mouse with cartels and smugglers. This has led to a heavy police presence in many areas which, while perhaps necessary, can create a tense atmosphere for residents. And while El Paso has worked hard to shed its reputation as a border town synonymous with danger, the reality is that the situation on the ground is far more complex than many outsiders realize. Chapter 7. Landing squarely in 4th place is Arlington, a city often overshadowed by its flashier neighbors, Dallas and Fort Worth. But don't let its suburban facade fool you, Arlington has a crime problem that's anything but small town. In recent years, the city has experienced a surge in both property and violent crime, with some attributing it to the overflow from surrounding areas. It seems criminals, like everyone else, are drawn to Arlington's affordable housing and convenient location, but unlike most, they don't seem particularly interested in obeying the law. The city has made some strides in addressing the issue, but it's clear that there's still a long way to go before residents can truly feel safe. Chapter 8. Corpus Christi, where the Gulf Coast meets the gut-wrenching reality of crime. Holding strong at number 3 is Corpus Christi, a city known for its beautiful beaches and its laid-back coastal vibe. But beneath the surface of this seemingly idyllic destination lurks a darker reality. Corpus Christi has a problem with property crime that's more expansive than its shoreline. From petty theft to grand theft auto, if it's not nailed down, there's a good chance someone's tried to make off with it. The city's tourism industry, while a boon to the local economy, also, unfortunately, attracts its fair share of unsavory characters looking to prey on unsuspecting visitors. And while Corpus Christi has stepped up its game in terms of law enforcement, it seems even the most dedicated police force can't be everywhere at once. Chapter 9. Lubbock, don't let the wind blow away your common sense or your belongings. Whirling into the number 2 spot is Lubbock, a city known for its flat plains, its association with Buddy Holly, and unfortunately, its rather alarming crime rate. Now, I'm not saying that Lubbock is more dangerous than a pack of tumbleweeds in a windstorm, but I'm not saying it isn't either. The truth is, Lubbock has been grappling with a persistent crime problem for years, with property crime in particular being a major thorn in the side of residents. From car break-ins to home burglaries, it seems no one is immune to the opportunistic crimes that plague the city. And while Lubbock has made some efforts to address the issue, it's clear that there's still a long way to go before residents can truly rest easy. Chapter 10. Amarillo, everything's bigger in Texas, including the crime rate. And topping off our list at number 1, the gold medal winner in the cities you might want to avoid after dark Olympics is none other than Amarillo. Yes folks, Amarillo, the city that bills itself as the Yellow Rose of Texas, is also, sadly, the current reigning champion of crime in the Lone Star State. With a crime rate that's significantly higher than both the state and national averages, Amarillo is a city where you might want to think twice before venturing out alone at night or, ever. From property crime to violent crime, Amarillo seems to have it all, which is not something to brag about, trust me. Outrow, stay safe, y'all. And there you have it, folks, the top 10 most dangerous cities in Texas for 2025. Now I know what you're thinking, this is supposed to be a fun YouTube video, not a terrifying descent into the underbelly of Texas crime, and to that I say fair point. But the truth is, folks, knowledge is power. And knowing which cities in Texas have the highest crime rates can help you stay safe and make informed decisions about where you live, work, and visit. So, the next time you're planning a trip to the Lone Star State, remember to pack your common sense, your street smarts, and maybe a personal alarm or two. Because in Texas, just like in life, it's always better to be safe than sorry. And on that cheery note, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future episodes where we delve into the dark side of, well, pretty much everything. Until next time, stay safe, y'all.